Hello, everyone. Sorry I've been away for a little while. Work is kind of getting in the way. Um, so I've been extremely busy with that and other stuff. So, anyways, today I am reviewing the Transformers Galactic Odyssey Dominus, or I don't know how you. I'm gonna say Dominus. Criminal Pursuit. It is a two-pack of a Earthrise or a Earth version of Barricade and Power of the Primes Punch Counterpunch, but in a different color scheme. Cool. So, nonetheless, I think these two figures are good. I am selling the Punch Counterpunch figure. Um, don't ask me for it. Don't ask me why I'm selling it. I'm selling it because I personally just care for the Barricade. And also, I don't care for this version of Punch Counterpunch. I prefer the original because the original to me looks better. So if I ever come across this figure again and it's the original, I'll buy it. I just don't care for this version. But anyway, so yeah. These turned out, I want to say, decently. Barricade is definitely my favorite out of the two, but we'll take a look at him later. So here's Counterpunch, I believe. That's the Decepticon one. Pretty cool looking figure. I mean, he's not a bad figure by any means. He's just, you know, he's he's a decent figure. I don't hate him, and I don't love him. He's decent for me. I won't lie. I just don't have anything to say about this character. I'm not knocking him. It's just I don't have any experience or knowledge about this character. So if anyone is a Punch Counterpunch fan, you can leave some feel free to give me some knowledge about this character because I know absolutely nothing. So, all I know is that he is a spy. I believe he's an Autobot. Strictly for foremost, he is 100% Autobot, but he can transform his appearance into a Decepticon, which is really freaking cool. Now, I always kind of like the idea of maybe, what if an Autobot had to go into Decepticon headquarters? And this is a really good, because to me, he actually looks like, he's got the Decepticon insignia, he looks like a Decepticon. I mean, he's got all the right memos of a Decepticon. That and purple highlights really give him the illusion that, yeah, this guy's a Decepticon. And then on the back here, what you do to transform into Punch, take away the gun, and then you flip the fists. Oh man, this part's fun. You flip the fists, you flip this part down, and then you push down on the head, and out pops Punch. And then I believe he's supposed to, these are supposed to rest on the back. And then there he is in Autobot mode. And he's actually really cool. So you can kind of see where the criminal aspect is. Basically, he's in Decepticon disguise, and then Barricade discovers that he's an Autobot. And yeah, that's where the criminal thing kind of comes in. Not gonna lie, kind of looks like Optimus Prime a little bit right there. But just with the mouth plate and the whole head thing, it just looks like Optimus Prime. So it's like a yellow version of Prime's face and then a black helmet. Kind of cool. So yeah, that is Punch Counterpunch. Pretty cool. He comes with this little yellow pistol. He's not a bad figure. It's just I have no knowledge about the character besides him flipping and changing into an Autobot spy to a Decepticon spy. It's pretty cool. Now, to transform him, I believe what you do, I've only done this maybe twice. So, If I miss anything or if I'm doing something wrong, I apologize. So you do all of this mess and you fold, well, trying to think. Okay, I know you tab these together. Okay, yes, this is the back of the car. So basically, I think what you do here is fold the arms up, I think. I'm probably doing this all wrong. Give me a minute. Alright, so I know you take this piece out, put all of this out, fold that in between these two bits, and these are supposed to tab together. I think, yep. Come on now, there we go. Leave that folded down, and then the arms. I can't remember what you do with the arms. Ah, crap. I can't remember for the life of me what you do with the arms. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot about the arms. Oh no. Oh wait, this is waist rotation or something? I don't know. But yeah. I forget what you do with the arms, so I honestly did forget how you do the arms. But if the arms weren't there, you get a pretty decent transformation. You get, you know, a nice looking car mode. Definitely kind of reminds me something out of Transformers Prime. Just the styling and everything just kind of reminds me of Transformers Prime a little bit. Mainly like Knockout or Bumblebee, really. I mean, like this part looks like, I mean, this reminds me of movie Bumblebee because this is more of like a Camaro look. And in the front reminds me of like Prime Knockout. So it's kind of a mixture of Prime Knockout and movie Bumblebee, which is kind of cool. And I'm all for this. I mean, I really like this vehicle mode. Now we can either forget how I effed up the arms, or I can fix it, which I'm going to try and do that off camera now. Alright, well, I cannot for the life of me figure out how to do punch, counter punch arms, so I'm going to leave them alone. And here's Barricade. The main reason why I bought this set anyway. So, unlike punch, counter punch, this guy's transformation is pretty straightforward and pretty solid and actually pretty damn easy. So, anyway, yeah. So, this is Barricade. I think he actually turned out nicer than Prowl, Blue Streak. I don't know what it is. I just think he turned out the best out of the four of the Datsun people. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy is, I mean, yeah, he's a movie character. Yes, he was never in G1. I think he was as a Micromaster, but he never had this kind of look. Hey, I don't care. This is actually really cool. This gets movie fans into G1. This gets maybe, you know, G1 fans into the movies. I mean, that, and I kind of like this design. It may not be the evergreen design, but it's still a Barricade nonetheless. And a lot of people, in all honesty, have been wanting a Barricade that's, you know, a G1 version. So me personally, this isn't a bad, this isn't a bad version to own. So in terms of articulation, he's got hinges here. He's got a bicep, single jointed elbow, wrist swivel, ball jointed head, waist rotation, universal joint at the hip, thigh swivel, knee bend, and of course ankle tiltage. So that's all the articulation on Barricade. Now for transformation, pretty straightforward. It can be tricky at sometimes, but it's actually fairly simple. You want to make sure these pieces here are folded up. You want to go ahead and rotate the waist. Excuse me. You're going to want to untab the chest. What? Oh, come on now. Don't you dare be giving me problems. Brother. Okay, untap all of this mess. Take this piece here, flip that underneath. Go ahead and rotate this piece over here. Now this part is the trickiest part. You want to go ahead and collapse the legs together. Or tab them together. Then you want to shimmy these up. Kind of like the Siege one. But I never had the Siege one. And then kind of bend it there. Fold in the heels. And then, well, that's odd. Okay, so maybe it is supposed to be a little bit extended. Okay, about maybe like that. You're supposed to flip. I swear these are supposed to flip. Thank you. It wasn't so hard now, was it? Then the easiest part is just rotating these in. You want to make sure that this tab is facing outside of where the wheel is, because that's going to make the door tab in somewhat. And then you want to fold these in again. And collapse the doors. And there is Barricade in vehicle mode. Pretty cool. He does have a little bit of weapon storage. You can, you know, tab everything on him in vehicle mode. Which I kind of like this idea. It gives the Autobots and Decepticons, you know, a way to, well, I prefer it more like this because that looks cooler to me. This reminds me of like movie. There was a Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee. I think it was called Cannon Bumblebee. And on the side of the car, you could flip up these little panels, and then out pops, you know, like some little miniguns or whatever. It was pretty cool. So this gives me those kind of vibes with this figure, and it's really nice to homage, you know, something like that. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think, you know, two guns popping out of like the hood of the car is pretty flippin' cool. I mean, that's some spy shit right there. That's like some Cars 2 shit right there. I know, terrible, terrible, terrible. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get, you know, punch counterpunch into vehicle mode. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've done everything that I could possibly think of to make the character transform, but I'm not that, you know, familiar with the mold, so I'm sorry that you didn't really get a good chance to look at the vehicle mode. I don't know what it is. I just don't have good, I don't have good enough skill for his transformation, so I'll leave him off today in robot mode. So, yay, there you guys go. That is the Galactic Odyssey Dominion Criminal Pursuit set. I hope you all enjoyed the video review. If you did, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See y'all later.